Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to another gameplay commentary on Black Ops 3. Can you believe it? Second commentary in 2 weeks. Must be some sort of craziness going on. Anyway, so another sort of first. This is one of my earlier games of Demolition on the map Aquarium. Surprise, surprise. I'm not sure how early it is exactly, but it's definitely one of my first. And it was recorded again towards the end of November. So I'm using the HVK, I'm playing as Seraph, and I'm using the Annihilator. Demolition hasn't really changed since Modern Warfare 2, so nothing to explain there. There's 2 bomb sites, 2 rounds. You try and attack the objectives. If you destroy both of them, you win the round. If you don't, then obviously you lose. And then if it's a tiebreaker, it turns into a third round where there's only 1 bomb site and you have to either attack it, both teams have to attack that single objective, and whoever attacks it first wins the game. Okay, so I'm glad we got that all cleared out. As you can see, I'm not doing too well at the start of the game. It's a bit of a shitty performance, but rest assured it does improve, so you're not going to be watching me getting killed over and over again for the entire match. And the match is actually quite long. I might have to trim it down a little bit or fast forward certain parts because, it's, as I said, it's quite a long video and I don't know how much I'm going to talk about, and I don't know how much you want to watch, to be honest, because I'm not going to lie, the second round, not that great. I won't spoil the result or anything, but I do okay in the first round. Second round's not too great, and, well, again, I won't spoil the result, but the end of the match I think I'd do okay. So yeah, I don't know really what to talk about, to be honest. In previous videos I've talked about a lot of like personal opinions on like weapons and stuff like that, so I haven't really left myself a lot of room to talk about things. HVK I suppose I haven't really talked about in detail, but then I haven't really talked about any of the weapons in detail too much. So it's got a good rate of fire, but it's weak. So it's one of those weapons where it shines in certain situations, but it sucks in other situations. I mean, I mentioned the rate of fire, but it's not an SMG. You'll always lose out to an SMG in CQC, and you'll probably see me do that in a couple of instances in this game. And at long range, because it's so weak, at really long range, it's not a great weapon, and the recoil and the rate of fire probably make it, you know, definitely not a great weapon. So it's sort of that mid-range to close range AR, but then I'd rather use an SMG if it's close range, and I'd rather use another AR if it's sort of mid to long range. So it's one of those weapons where you can use it, but it's not amazing. Yeah, so I'm struggling a little bit really with topics to talk about in Black Ops 3. I mean, if you've got something you want me to talk about, then obviously just let me know in the comment section or tweet me or whatever, and I'll do my best to turn it into a gameplay commentary. Yeah, so I hope you're enjoying my highlights collection videos. I've started uploading those for Uncharted 4, and I'm not sure at the time of this going public whether I've uploaded any Black Ops 3 highlights collections yet, but rest assured they have been done, they have been rendered. It's just whether or not I've got around to uploading them and obviously posting them, but they are coming. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Uncharted 4. It's a bit of a shame that the game was delayed, but I mean, I appreciate that it's a big project, and I don't mind waiting a few extra months as long as they polish it, because there's nothing worse than getting a game that is good but it had potential to be better just because it was sort of rushed out the door sort of thing. So I don't mind waiting. I mean, I do mind waiting, but I understand, and so it's whatever, but I just hurry up, Naughty Dog, and make sure it's really good. And yeah, so I need my co-op fix. So the same way that I was waiting a long time to play a good Call of Duty game, I haven't really played Call of Duty properly since Modern Warfare. Sorry, not Modern Warfare 3. I haven't really played a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 2. That was the last one that I spent a considerable amount of time on. Didn't play a lot of Ghost, played even less of Advanced Warfare. So it's been like 3 years since I've played a decent CoD game. And I'm not saying Black Ops 3 is perfect or anything, but it's playable, and so I have been putting in some hours and doing some stuff. And so yeah, I mean, Uncharted 3 co-op was probably what 4 or 5 years ago now, quite a long time. I mean, obviously I didn't stop playing it until about a year or a couple of years ago, and even though it's been out for a while, sometimes I'll jump on just because I need my co-op fix. And the last like co-op game that I played, I think was it Mass Effect 3? That might be more recent than Uncharted 3. But again, that was quite a long time ago, and I think Uncharted 4, you know, hopefully the co-op comes out and it's decent and I get to enjoy it in the next couple of months. And I think also Mass Effect 4 is due to come out within the next year or so, so it could be that I get 2 co-op games to fill my boots. And again, I'm hoping Mass Effect 4 is good, and obviously again, you know, I kind of want to get stuck into another co-op game. As you can see, the HVK, it's sort of, you know, it can be good, but it can not be so good. Kill streaks I'm using, nothing special. UAV, counter UAV, and lightning strike. Lightning strike, I think it's been buffed again recently. This is, as I said, it's very early gameplay, so it's hard for me to... I should probably be more up to date with stuff. That's one of the biggest problems, is that I have all this gameplay footage and I have lots that I want to talk about. Not in today's video, obviously, but in other videos. And I just, if I do it at the time, then it's good. But if it's just, obviously I don't do it, so I sort of need motivation. You know, I need people to tell me to do it. You know, moan at me in the comment section or something. You know, that sort of thing. And so yeah, first round, as I said, I do alright. Sort of a slaying role. I sort of take a back seat a little bit after the crappy start, and it works out well for me, because sometimes you just gotta slow down the pace a little bit. Sometimes you're a bit too eager to rush into the fray and it gets you killed, and then obviously you get vexed, and then you end up doing worse because you're annoyed. And so sometimes you just take a breather, slow it down a bit, change up your gameplay, maybe change class, change playstyle or something. As you saw, I slowed down my attacking, sort of took up defensive positions instead and let them come to me. And obviously when you're on the defense round, you don't really need to push too much. They're going to come to you regardless. If they want to win the objective, they're going to come to you. So get yourself set up in a nice location, you know, just stem the flow, that sort of thing. And obviously when you're on the attacking side, then you need to do the reverse of what I've just said. But again, you don't need to run in there like blindly, because again, that's how you get killed, and that's how you get frustrated, and that's how ultimately, you know, you hand them kill streaks, and then you're probably going to lose the game, to be fair. I might fast forward some of this second round, I'm not sure yet, because it's not great performance from myself. I'm not gonna lie about it. And towards the end, well, I won't spoil the ending, but I'll let that play out normally, so we'll just have to wait and see. So a lot of changes happening to Black Ops 3 recently. Stuff that I probably might as well talk about now, to be fair. The first DLC pack's out. I haven't got it. I don't intend to get it. I've already talked about my feelings about DLC. I'm not a massive fan of paying for content post-launch, so I don't think I'll be getting it. But I've heard mixed reviews about it anyway, so it's not like I feel like I'm missing out on anything. The zombies map looks good, but again, you know, it's just... I mean, I play the default map, and I haven't really mastered that one, to be fair, so there's no point in me getting stuck into another one. Now, interestingly enough, they've introduced new weapons into the supply drop system, or loot drop system, whatever you want to call it. And even though they said they wouldn't do that, so naughty Treyarch going back on what they were saying. But it's not entirely surprising. I mean, Activision have done this for their other games, and you know, it's sort of just the way that some game companies are going now. And yeah, they make a lot of money from these supply drops. I mean, not from me. I'm not foolish enough to spend money on you know, what is quite frankly virtual items in a virtual world, which have no real impact on my day-to-day life. So, I mean, I'll do a video on my thoughts on that in another video, but let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of how these loot drops work and stuff. And I don't want to go into a rant about it or anything, because you know, everyone's different. Some people like to spend their money on stuff like this, some people don't. You know, it's your prerogative. If you wanna spend your money on crap like this, then you go right on ahead. You know, some people like it, some people don't. It's whatever. But the point is, so there are new weapons in the drops now. So there is actually a reason for me to finally get around to opening my my crates, spending my crypto keys. And if you don't know, well, why would you know that? None of the gameplay that I've showed you is recent, so you wouldn't know. But I've got quite a few crypto keys. It's over 1,000. I think it's nearly coming up to 2,000 crypto keys now. So I'm going to do a video on me opening some boxes and trying to get some of these new weapons. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to spend real world cash and buying CoD points or anything like that, because just not how I roll. But if you're interested in seeing my first ever chest opening crate opening. I need to find out what the hell that thing's called. You know, I can't remember off the top of my head. I've been playing so many different games recently where different things are called. Like in Destiny, it's called a loot crate or a loot chest, and then in Uncharted, it's called a vanity chest. And so I can't remember off the top of my head what the Black Ops 3 is called, but that just proves I haven't opened any of them. So if you want to see me open my first ever chest, then stay tuned. That is coming. I'm not going to say soon because I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I guarantee, I promise you that I will do a video at some point, and I will not open a chest unless I'm recording myself opening it. So rest assured, it's coming. I just don't know when, but you will see me open my first ever chest, and I will open probably quite a few and try and get some of these new weapons. And if I do get them, I'll probably try them out and see how they go. So yeah, what else was I going to talk about? There was something else I had on my mind before I started talking about whatever it is I started talking about. Is it DLC? I talked about DLC already, didn't I? So obviously, yeah, something related to DLC actually. Whenever there's a DLC drop or anything like that, they always bring out like double XP weekends and double weapon XP weekends, and I found myself not necessarily grinding it out, but I mean, we're only in what, March now, and I don't know if I want to say it really, but I think I'm already prestige like 7 or something. And I know a lot of people have already mastered prestige and everything and all that stuff and moving up the ranks, but for me to hit prestige 7 in this amount of time, and I haven't really been playing Black Ops 3 recently. I've stopped. I mean, I was playing it quite consistently up until about January, but then after that, as I said, all the betas came out and stuff, and I've been doing various stuff for that, and obviously I've been busy at work. So I haven't really been playing Black Ops much in the last couple of months, and yet I'm already rank 7, or prestige 7. And that to me is quite crazy, because in previous games, I've never really bothered with prestiging. I mean, I prestiged a couple of times in Black Ops 2 because for the extra creator class slots, and I did the same for Black Ops 3, and I don't know, it's just with all these double XP weekends and stuff, I just find myself ranking up really quick, and before I know it, I'm back at level 55 again. I haven't really completed that many challenges, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I might as well just prestige, because otherwise I'll be doing these challenges, getting XP for no reason, dead XP if you will. So yeah, it's just funny that I've ranked up quite a lot, and I imagine a few people probably already master prestige now. If they play more than I do, and as I said, I played quite a lot in the first couple of months, I have no doubt they've already hit master prestige and are already moving up the ladder. But I don't know, for me personally, it's just a surprise, because I never really planned to play that way, and I never thought I would, prestige that many times. But there you go. So I'll probably be, well, actually I don't know. With Uncharted 4 coming out and me playing all these games and doing gameplay walkthroughs, I'm not too sure when I'm going to hit Master Prestige, if I'm even going to attempt to hit Master Prestige. But if the next Call of Duty is crappy, then I probably will hit Master Prestige at some point. But I might hit it before then, I don't know yet. I always go back to Call of Duty towards the end of summer, in preparation for the new Call of Duty. Well, I didn't do that with Advanced Warfare or with Ghosts, but with Black Ops 2 and all the previous ones, there's always that little dip, so I always go between. So when the game first launches, I always play a lot, obviously, as everyone does, and then obviously as Christmas comes around and all the Christmas noobs get better, you sort of play less, because it's not as easy to ruffle stomp them. And then obviously January comes and February comes, and then you've got new games to play, or in my case, plenty of games to play. I just never get around to playing them. My game collection, by the way, is just crazy. I bought a stack of games in January. Don't ask me why. They were just cheap and I couldn't resist it, and they were all brand new, but like I bought them cheap, and so shame on me. Anyway, so the gameplay's coming to an end now. As you saw, first round was pretty good, second round not too good. I'm definitely more of a defensive player than an attacking player. I can't multitask, basically. I can be defense or I can be, offense, but I can't sort of juggle. And I'm sort of more of a defensive player anyway, and it didn't really work out too well for me. And then obviously towards the end, you saw round 3 where I think I did okay. I helped my team sort of. I mean, I sort of rushed the objective when I could, and I definitely kept my eye on the bomb, because I mean, there's only one bomb site, so you really got to keep an eye on it. And yeah, so performance sort of went from went from bad to good to kind of bad, and then obviously picked up in round 3. So yeah, that wraps up this gameplay then. If you enjoyed the video, consider tapping that like button for me. It really motivates me to make more videos. I mean, I'll do them anyway, but I mean, it's always nice to get a bit of feedback, you know, just to let me know how I'm doing. If you didn't like it, you know, let me know in the comment section what didn't you like and why you didn't like it. I can't improve it if you don't tell me what the problem is. So yeah, consider tapping that like button if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to get notified early. Otherwise, you know, you don't have to. I mean, that's entirely up to you. But thanks for watching anyway, and until next time, take care, and I'll see you later.